Double honors to the elders and apostles of greatness, and showing them also to the one that Israelites, which include the Jews, Children, Nikos, Latins, and Indians, who stood opposed together according to the book of Jeremiah 50 and 33, but to whom Salai, paternity, adoption, the giving of the law, the promises, the glory, and the covenants, according to the book of Romans, chapter 9, if you don't know. And we will talk about 1 Peter 4 and 12. Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you, as thought some strange thing happen unto you. Okay. And if you continue to read, okay, verse 13, but rejoice inasmuch as ye are partakers of Yahushai's sufferings, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. If ye be reproached for the name of Yahushai, happy are ye. Okay, a good title for something like that is also cry now and rejoice later. Okay, but these people rejoice now and cry later. And if you think about one way or another, the first thing is better, right? Because this drop over life is not really much. Okay, and we will go into that, but real quick, verse 14. If ye be reproached for the name of Yahushai, happy are ye, for the spirit of glory and of God rested upon you. On their part he is evil spoken of, but on your part he is glorified. But let none of you suffer as a murderer, or as a thief, or as an evildoer, or as a busybody in other men's matters. Okay, America will suffer because of that. Okay, here, in other men's matters. Okay, Germany will suffer also from that. All these NATO nations. Okay. Okay. Basically what Russia and Ukraine is doing, it's not really, as somebody who is not knowing the history or not being a Russian or a Ukrainian or whatever, okay, you can't really say, that it's not kind of like being in another man's matter if you as a so-called NATO, okay, trying to basically, keep Ukraine on your side when, when you are not in that, first group of there, okay, not in that first, like exactly what's going on there and things like that. No, okay. Of course, Ukraine and Russia has a history that we, as somebody who lives completely somewhere else and things like that, okay, don't understand. Okay, if you're not the government of Russia, okay, which was the biggest part of that Soviet Union, if you don't know, okay, or even if you're another heathen, okay, let's say you from India, okay, India, special heathen biological line, okay, bloodline, okay. Let's say you mix your kind of interpretation in what Russia, okay, is doing, or what China and Taiwan is doing, okay. But China and Taiwan, okay, is not India, for example. It's just an example, but it's just the same thing, right? Okay. So how okay, if you're not even from that bloodline or from that family tree, okay, what's going on there, or what they have for what they have planned for their future based on their past, okay. But that's just an example, okay, because this busybody in other men's business is a really big matter, okay. Okay, also, of course, let none of you suffer as a murderer. Okay, so, you know, what is murdering? Okay, it's one of the 10 commandments, you shall not murder. Okay, this is, of course, also the case if you say, like, oh, somebody attacked me. Okay, you have something which you know, let me translate it real quick because I don't know the German the English term for it. Okay, you know, basically defense. Okay, right. Okay, so there's a killing that is allowed and there's a killing that is not allowed. Okay, can't self-defense. Of course, you know. So self-defense is, of course, you know, something which has sometimes to do with killing somebody, but you can say it's self-defense. Okay, if you know, if somebody attacked you, for example, with his fist or something, you know, and you was already in what is it, you had beef with this guy or whatever, you know, and then you get a fist, and now you put out your knife, you know, and now you wanna kill this guy. No, man. Okay, what? Like what? No. Okay, first you have to consider the options that are still there. First option is it really necessary to put out a knife in the first place? Okay, because you would have to judge wisely. Okay, and if there are 5 or 10 people around you, okay, it's maybe better to not, just making an example. Okay, don't take every word what I say for instance, for a safe case. Okay, what, for example, if there are 5 or 10 people around you, most likely this guy is not about to attack you as much as you would be dead or something. Okay, you know, like he's about to kill you or something, or she. Okay, because it would not be wise to do that. Okay, because everybody sees it. Okay, so he would think that you will land in prison and he will not do that, or she. Okay, most murder scenes happened where nobody was there or whatever, you know. Just that's the first thing. Okay, so why should you would put a knife out? Okay, so in the end you are the one who basically killed somebody, and he has maybe just you know, a money punishment or payment, you know, what he has to deal with. Okay, because you put out a knife all of a sudden just because you receive a fist or something. Okay, well, that's just an example. Of course, for example, if somebody comes with a knife at you in the first place, okay, that's a whole different thing, because that knife is potentially you know, if you lands for example at your throat or at your breast or something, okay, it can be in a real short time very dangerous. So even then you should consider, or you should judge wisely. Okay, and this can happen maybe even in America if you one of the elect or hopefully elect, you know, and things like that. Okay, war and ICBM missiles and preppers and people invading one another and whatever, you know, you might find yourself, as we was reading in the first judge, you know, first to be, if you judge it at first, you would say, okay, oh, this is a strange situation, but here it says, okay, beloved, think it not strange concerning the final betrayal. Okay, I'm not saying that something like this will happen to you. I'm not saying that you have many different situations happening to different brothers and sisters and different lots and different you know, places where the hopeful elect are. Okay, You have even hopefully elect, where there's in some cases or some time of the year no internet or whatever, you know. So what they do is they save the lessons and watch them over again. But anyway, for example, if somebody comes with a knife at you, and it's not a knife that is 3 centimeters, okay, but even that can be very dangerous. But just saying, if you don't have an option to call the police that quick or whatever, okay, well, you have really no way to, you don't trust yourself uh, in defending a knife, okay. I would be anyway careful if you don't have a knife, but somebody comes with a knife to you, okay. Most likely, even if you can do self-defense, which is of course the first thing what you want to do if you don't have the option to call the police or to actually run away even, okay, or get away or whatever, you know. Sometimes you just have something on the ground which you, okay, a banana or something. Not saying that there will be a banana, but you know what it is. If the ground is a little bit wet and you kind of like stumbling, you know, and there, you know, by self-defense, okay, that was it, okay. So it's not like you want to play different cars if they are not necessary, okay. So you want to avoid actually being in a fight in the first place, of course, you know. But as I said, you know, if somebody comes with a knife at you and you don't have a knife, or with a knife comes at you and you put out a knife, it's very a different case, okay. But if somebody comes with his fist and things like that, whatever, to you, and you put out a knife and things like that, even bigger knives and whatever, you know, you have to judge wisely, as I said. Just trying to explain being a murderer, okay, because you know, people will see that maybe and whatever, okay, and not everything is self-defense, just saying, okay. It's not self-defense if somebody attacks you. You did your self-defense successful, and he lays on the ground being you know, being actually what is it, sometimes I'm just missing the words. Yeah, kind of unconscious. Okay, I just know that consciousness or awareness, yeah, consciousness, basically, you know. I don't know why I'm missing words these last few weeks a lot. Maybe it is because I'm a little bit sick, you know. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, Khan, and you hit on that guy, okay, even when he's in his unconsciousness, okay, to death, man, okay, like a animal or something, okay. That's not what you wanna do, okay, because in the end, of course, Yahweh will get you for that, okay. Okay, and there are different things, of course. If you do self-defense and you hit somebody on the eye, you know, not even with intent, and he is blind after that or whatever, you know, can happen. But I don't know, self-defense where you go on the eyes, okay. Okay, well, you have some sand on the ground and there's somebody attacking you, and you put a sand in your hand and you throw it to the attacker. That's intelligent, okay, and that will not make him blind, but it's just enough time to maybe run away or something, okay. So what you don't want to do is have every first attack putting out a knife being like, kind of like this animal behavior, right? And that's not being wise, and that's also not being having on the breastplate of righteousness, okay? And that's also being an evildoer at the same time, and many other things, right? Okay. Yeah, come, So I go in a few other scriptures, and some other scriptures real quick, Come. You see Ephesians 6 and 14, stand therefore having your loins girt about with truth, okay, which we preach day in and day out, most cases, and having the elders and apostles as your, truth, basically, that the truth comes directly from Yahweh Hashem Yahushai to the elders and apostles, to you, okay, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, okay, because the breastplate of righteousness will be eventually actually a real weapon, okay, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace, okay, because it's not peace to kill somebody if he gives you a fist, okay, or to overly attack somebody for something they did, or to escalate in a war situation, like like they're like you are some you are changed, you have spiritual powers now, and you knew you knew job is to kill people around you. No, okay. You will be changed when you will be changed with your mind, okay, if something like that happens, if Yahweh really makes you an instrument of war or instrument of punishment, so to speak, you will know when it is, okay, you will not do that on your own, okay, first off, and second, okay, we have the gospel of peace, okay, the gospel of peace doesn't mean we behave like animals or anybody behaves like animals, even when these people actually do that for as it goes for now, okay, of course. Okay, by the laws they make, by the way they treat themselves first and then others, and by the way they lie to themselves and ignore information first and foremost, okay, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace, above all taking the shield of faith, okay. And why above all? Because if you don't have the shield of faith, you will believe that every smallest situation, especially in these times which we're in, where we're going to, okay, because from this point on it will get worse, okay, watch, I don't know, full spectrum survival, just an example, okay, watch all these different basically people who at least they know what's going on in their country, okay, they're not in the truth, or I don't know if they're heathens or Israelites or whatever, but at least they know what are the consequences of what's happening in the global aspect, but whatever, above all taking the shield of faith, and you will bug out on every smallest thing what happens, okay, even when it's not directly touching you, okay, you bug out for every smallest thing, but the border said have dreams and visions already, man. Me also. Okay. Being somewhere and the family or the children are kind of like don't know what's going on, being actually bugging out with about every smallest thing. But you are cool and you know what's going on, you know it's prophecy, you know that this time was prophesied, and you know what every last thing is prophesied and whatever, and you know exactly what's happening next and things like that, okay? You get helped by Yahweh Hashem Yahushai with because of you being somebody who is trusting in him, things like that. Of course, he will reward that, especially in this time when it is needed. Okay, you will have women having no cover. You will have women having no cover. Okay, being, so to speak, in danger of being raped and whatever, you know, and whatever, and you know, you have that cover. Even men don't have that cover. Okay, Israelites, 2/3 who have no cover. Only one who has a cover. Okay, the shield of fate. Okay, walking around with a shield actually. Okay, because it doesn't matter where you're in. Okay, even this atomic, you know, this missile-proof airplane of Putin, man. Even that is destroyable, if you can say it like that. Okay, so you nobody's nowhere safe. I mean, you know, it's just what it is. Okay, but the shield of faith is, or basically the whole armor here is, of course, everything proof. Okay, not just here, whatever. You know, it's basically spiritual proof. Okay, spirit proof. Okay, you see, no demons, no 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 things can come to you because you are basically you have that spiritual armor, okay, which actually is the biggest armor you can wear, okay. And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the spirit, which is the word of God, okay. And you have a sword also, okay. A whole armor, of course, has also a sword. And what is the first sword? What or basically today you would say gun. Okay, the word of God, okay, because we shoot these people with all this truth, mainly on the internet, of course, not just on the camps, okay. Most people got internet, okay. Khan, and they, you know, some of these people are, you know, are actually eventually some people will, you know, they were warned and now they are dead because they was not listening to the warning, okay. But the blood is not on our hands because we just did the warning, and if we were not doing the warning, if we would have not done if we would have not done the warning, we would have actually the blood on our hands today. Okay, so with that, all praises to Yahweh Hashem, our Shai, Hashem, God bless. Okay, Barak Atam.